Hi folks, we're Mike and Tricia heading to Portugal and stopping at some pretty amazing places along the way. In this one we're stuck in a queue trying to get into a camping car park, and we're pleasantly surprised about what Biarritz has to offer. We've had a fantastic stopover at the Michel Forgeron Cognac Vineyard, but it's time to move on. We're heading for Biarritz and decided to take the toll roads. They're really quite busy and there's a lot of lorries about. We're approaching the entrance to the camping car park at Milady Beach on the outskirts of Biarritz, and as we reach the roundabout we realise there's a bit of a queue and getting in here could be a problem. I don't know what's going on here, but there seems to be a big queue all the way down into this camping car park. Something going on down there. I can see down the side and it looks like the barrier's not lifting, and there's a man in a yellow jacket and two others trying to work out what to do.
The best is you go behind, because he also has to go out, and then...
So we think if we just reverse back a bit?
Yes.
So is the lady...
So that she can
Is
go...
she stuck at the gate?
Yes. And you can't come out.
Right, okay. There's a bit of a log jam now, so apparently someone has managed to get themselves forward to the entrance gate, but then found out that the whole site is booked up and it's effectively there's no more room for anyone else and she can't get in. So we have booked to get in here, but we can't get in here because the entrance is blocked now. And the lady needs to try and somehow turn and come back out this way. So we're going to have to try and reverse back. Now there's somebody behind us. Okay.
Yeah, Ada.
No, that's fine, we'll try, but there's a roundabout that back there. It's difficult to reverse onto a roundabout.
It's very silly here.
Tricia has managed to reverse back and she's went away up the other way. Complete log jam. Oh, it's a crazy setup. People driving in that haven't booked, and the whole place is just getting... Yeah, she's just reversed right back and she's going to come back down.
He can come in.
Just feels like it's not our kind of place. Too big, too busy.
And finally we're getting somewhere. Now I can get in.
The problem is that the map shows one place free,
Yeah.
but when you enter your card here, it shows finished, full.
Oh, really?
Full. Yes. If you have got a reservation, then
Yeah.
it's okay. If
Which
you got
we
a
have.
reservation, over there.
Okay, so over here? Yeah. Please move your vehicle forward. Tricia, you need to come forward.
Have you got a reservation?
Yeah, oh yeah, yeah.
Then it's okay.
We knew it was going to be busy here. I'll try again.
A little bit from, yeah, now.
Yeah.
Excellent.
We finally managed to get in after all that commotion. Not sure if this is going to be our kind of place, to be honest. I think the problem was this is such a busy place, Biarritz. It's on the French-Spanish border, and a lot of people come here that are travelling into Spain or going from Spain back up to France, so it's a very, very busy place. Like as I was saying, somebody has just turned up without booking a slot and just caused that big log jam. So much commotion just trying to get in, but we managed to get through it and we've got a space. I think it's one of the very few spaces that are left here, and it is a bit of a car park. These are all camping car parks. Some of them are nicer than others. This one, not really taken by it at all, but reserve judgment to tomorrow, and until tomorrow we will go out at that point and have a look around, see what we think. Are you warming to Biarritz yet then?
No, it's a car park, and I know that it's camping car parks,
Aye.
but this just feels like a car park that we're sitting in. I don't like it. I mean, Roundabout that we stayed at was like this, but it was nicer laid out. It was right beside the beach. This just isn't floating my boat.
Yeah, that's it. There are
It's quite
car
noisy
parks.
with the road as well.
There are car parks and there are car parks, and yeah, this is a car park. So anyway, we're going to go for a wee walk into Biarritz today.
Yeah.
Maybe you'll warm to the place
Well,
when we
maybe.
get there.
Maybe, we'll see.
It's going to be a good half-hour walk into the town centre, and the start is all uphill. At the top, this is how far we've come. The roundabout here is planted out like a tropical island. And there's a colourful display of phormiums waving us on as we head towards the coastline. We've reached the coast looking out to the Bay of Biscay, and from this vantage point we have a panoramic view looking east and west along the shoreline. Kira's met her first doggy friend of the day, and they say hello in the way that dogs do. If our legs hold out okay, we'd like to get to the historic landmark at the very end of this headland. We decide to head down to the sea so we can walk along the waterfront. It's a long way down and a lot of stairs, but Trisha decides to take the scenic route with Kira. I think she just wants to beat me on our step count for the day. We head along the waterfront and there's some pretty big waves crashing against the shore. They must get a spectacular view from up there. We're enjoying our walk, and a bit further we come to this pedestrian area where there's a row of builders' bags full of sand for additional sea defences. And from here we're getting a better view of where we're aiming to get to on this walk. We've reached this grand-looking villa which is nestled in beside a large rock, and we go for a look. It was built in 1895 by Alphonse Bertrand for his wife Belza. It's named after her, Villa Belza. What makes it really special is its position on the rocks and its Transylvanian-style tower. These help to create some tales of witchcraft and ghosts haunting the villa. Just past Villa Belza is Vieux Beach, and there's quite a few people out enjoying themselves. Some have ventured in for a swim, and this particular bay is one of the safer places to swim. There's no rocks, and it seems to be a bit sheltered from the larger waves that we've seen. I think she's had enough though. Like so many places in France, Biarritz lost many of its sons in the First and Second World Wars, and this is a fitting memorial to them. Just behind the memorial are these strange rock formations, and they're attracting a lot of attention, especially from kids. And as usual, Kira is the centre of attention. My hat's coming off because there's some large gusts of wind coming up from the sea as the waves crash against the rocks. The reason for all the people here is the same reason that we've walked all the way here. It's to see these important rocks and the bridge built from here to a small rocky outcrop known as Rocher de la Vierge. That's Rock of the Virgin. The rock owes its name to the statue of the Virgin Mary mounted at the summit. It was installed here in 1865. The story is that the Biarritz fishermen, whalers at the time, were caught in a terrible storm. A divine light guided them to return to the port, and the survivors erected a statue of the Virgin on this rock in gratitude. A Originally, there was a wooden bridge here, and despite being repaired several times, it couldn't withstand the pounding of the ocean. Then in 1887, Gustav Eiffel, who the Eiffel Tower is named after, was entrusted with the construction of the metal bridge. Kira's just meeting a Yorkshire Terrier called Romeo. I think he wants to live up to his name. She's not interested. She just wants to go for lunch, and so do we.
They are Mulze friet in Biarritz. Biarritz.
What is it like about every time we come to France? First time we go out for something to eat, we go straight for moules et frites, don't we?
Yeah.
But yeah, we never have them at home.
Well, sometimes I cook them.
But it's just
But I
something.
would say Scottish mussels, mussels, are a lot bigger. A lot juicier.
I suppose it depends on the catch, the time of the year, and all that kind
Well,
of stuff, you know.
I think it's the cold water in Scotland, it's very good.
Well, potentially, yeah. And of course, you get the lovely little French bread baguettes too to go with it, don't you?
Yeah, sop up the juice.
Yeah.
After a spot of window shopping, we start to head back to the van, and I have a strange feeling I'm being watched.
I've been walking along here and I'm thinking to myself, that person up there's been looking at us for quite a while from that window. And I've just realised, I think it's actually a painting.
Yeah, from back there I thought that was somebody looking out a window. And I'm like, and Mike's going, I don't know if that is windows. And I'm like, I think it is. And he's going, no, it's not.
Well, have you changed your mind about Biarritz then after that little walk we've had?
Yes, I still don't like the site that we're staying at. However, Biarritz is lovely, and the waves, it was amazing to see all that. It's funny, we're walking along with just our t-shirts on, but everybody's like this because of the wind, covering ourselves up with their coats. That's what it is to be Scottish.
Yeah, well, absolutely. We're a hardy bunch in Scotland, aren't we?
We are a very hardy bunch in Scotland.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm going to just have this beer now. You're not having a drink?
No, oh, you're going to have your beer? Okay. No, I'll get a cup of tea in a sec.
This has been in the fridge since we came away, and I've kind of been saving it because I've only got one of these, one from Scotland. Assuming I'm able to open the thing. There we go. Yeah, Cairngorm Brewery. And it's, what's the percentage of this one? 4.5% proof.
Not too bad.
It's good
Good.
actually. Always good to have a taste of home.
Can I get a taste?
Sure. Well, what's the verdict?
Oh, that's quite nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
And the lady in the shop says it's a new one that's in, and it's called Sheep's Haggard. What do you think it's called?
Yeah, I like it. It's really quite refreshing. They drink it in Aberdeen quite a lot, apparently.
Okay, moving swiftly on, it's the next day and we're having brunch in the camper van.
I'm looking forward to this. Always nice to try the local cuisine in your own camper van. And today, you make me croque monsieur, aren't you?
Well, it's not technically correct croque monsieur. It's a version of croque monsieur.
What do you mean?
Well, I don't have bechamel sauce, and I don't have flour to make bechamel sauce. So I'm just going to use Burskin cheese. We'll
Right.
see how it comes out.
So it's a kind of your interpretation of it. To be honest, I thought it was like a cheese toasty, cheese and ham toasty.
So it's like bread with bechamel sauce, and then you put the ham on, and then you put cheese on, and then you put another piece of bread on top, and then you put the bechamel sauce on top of that.
So this is the Scottish version of croque monsieur then. And that bechamel sauce, I think you said, well, maybe we can pick that up at the supermarket and have a go at making it the proper way.
Yeah, that would be fine. I've just put it in a bit of tin foil so it makes it easy to get out the air fryer, and we're going to roast it.
Well, I thought you were going to put it in the grill, to be honest.
Well, apparently you roast it, so we'll do this and see how it comes out. Okay.
Yeah, okay. How's it coming along?
There we are.
Oh, that looks quite nice. It's all got that sort of brown crispiness that makes it yummy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Mmm.
Right, have a wee taste. Be hot, be careful.
It is hot. That's nice. Yeah.
Is it alright?
Mmm.
Probably if you've got bechamel sauce, it makes the bread softer. Do you know what I mean?
Well, the bread's very soft.
Yeah, but what I mean is like to the edges, because you have to spread the bechamel sauce right to the edges.
Oh, I see.
So the edges might not come out as crispy as that, but...
Right, okay then. Well, I particularly like how it's all nice and crispy on the top.
Yeah, so you maybe would prefer it like the way it is rather than with all the bechamel
Yeah.
sauce.
So what are you having, a croque madame?
No, because the crocs have ham in them and I don't eat ham. So I'm just going to have toasted cheese.
There is such a thing as a croque madame, though,
So a
isn't
croque
there?
madame is the same but has an egg on it, I think.
Oh, quite fancy that.
Well, next time.
There's another camper jam at the barrier. I noticed when I was out with Kira there. 3 camper vans it is, and there's a problem at the barrier. The barrier won't get up. I think it's the same problem as yesterday. When I spoke to the guy coming in, what he said was the app was showing that there was a free space. However, when you actually get to the camping car park, you find that there are no spaces at all, and the barrier wouldn't lift up for them.
Yeah, but it could be that somebody has just came in and the system has to get updated or to be updated. And if he doesn't go in and refresh his app, then it's not going to be a true reflection of what's happened. Also, I noticed on the barrier bit, there's a bit that tells you how many spaces, so he could have looked at that as well. I don't know.
We've come out for a wee walk. I know that we have been giving that camping car park at Milady, that's the name of the place, we've been giving it a bit of a hard press, but actually the location of it is really, really good, right next to Milady Beach. I could just see one surfer and Trisha's going, this way, this way, this way. There's a whole load of them over there.
And there was a whole load of them, but only one of them makes it to the end.
Oh, I can see somebody's having some fun down here.
Have you seen the track she's made with pulling her ball along, digging holes? And then at the end she dug a big hole. And then she went and put her ball back in it.
What are you going for then?
Pina colada.
Oh, a virgin pina colada.
No. It's got alcohol in it. Oh.
I guess we're right on the flight path then. Well, I'm just going to have a Lef Blonde, which is my favourite beer when we're in French. It's Belgian though, but it's really nice. There you go, my lady. A wee pina colada at Milady Beach. Eh?
Yeah,
You remember who used to say Milady? Parker out of the Thunderbirds.
that's right.
Eh? Yes, my lady. No, my lady. 3 bags full, my lady.
I had the car, the pink Rolls Royce that Lady Penelope had, and you got it and it was like Parker was in the front and Penelope was in the back, and you pushed it down and you could shoot bullets like right, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, so my dad had got James like the Thunderbirds 5 and all that, and I was most upset, so he bought me the pink Rolls Royce.
I thought it was a pink Cadillac, was it not?
No, it was a pink Rolls Royce.
Hmm.
Yeah, I always remember the registration was Fab 1.
Yeah, well, you need to be of a certain age to have any idea what we're talking about, don't you? A lot of people are going, what are they talking about?
I know.
Maybe if you're watching from America or elsewhere in the world, you have no idea what the Thunderbirds was. Well, 1960s and 70s, animated puppets, and it was a kids' TV programme in the UK. And yeah, it was great. Not a bad way to finish the day, though, eh?
No, it isn't.
Sitting out and looking at all the folk out there, the surfers and
Yeah.
kids playing.
The crowds are very dark and angry looking, aren't they?
Mm.
I think we are due to get some rain overnight.